Welcome back. This is The Viewpoint, and now we shift matters and talk about tax amnesty, which was introduced last year, starting from September to 2024, 30th of June, which is this month. And to help me in this conversation in studio, I'm joined by Mr. Cyrus Arori, who is a tax expert from Kenya Revenue Authority. Good morning.
Good morning.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Yeah, I'm good too. Tax amnesty.
Yes.
What is it?
Tax amnesty, this is one of the goodies that KRA give to its taxpayers. Tax amnesty, it is a limited time offer that it is a forgiveness we are giving to people that have got penalties and interest up to the year 2022 December 31st.
Yes.
Yes.
Forgiveness of tax sins.
Yes.
It waives all penalties and interests on principal taxes accrued up to 31st December of 2022.
Yes.
Now, what is this principal tax?
Now, the principal tax, when you are doing, let's say if you are in business and you are doing business, at the end of the year, at the end of your accounting year, you are supposed to account for all the business that you did. The profits that you get, you are supposed to pay tax on it. So if, let's say, you did some business and you got like 30,000 to pay to KRA, so that one will be the principal. It is the amount that is charged on the profits that you made. So if, let's say, you were supposed to pay 30,000 and you failed to pay that one on time, then the system will charge you a penalty and an interest. Now we came up with that thing in the Finance Act 2023 that for all those people who filed their returns and they had some principal tax to pay, but they weren't able to pay that tax on time. Now we're asking them to make the payments of the principal tax so that we can give you forgiveness on the penalties that were accrued on the principal tax.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, this tax amnesty has been in existence since last year, September.
Yes.
And it's coming to a close this month.
Yes, by 30th June.
Yes.
Yes.
What has been the impact? Have people responded to it?
Yeah, a good number of people have responded to it. Especially, we have got those people who had not even filed their returns. We have got a good number of people who didn't know even that they were supposed to file their returns. And again, there are some people who are being told by some other people that if you file your returns, KRA will penalize you. They will charge you an interest. So after we came up with this thing and we went to people even in the rural areas and even the youth, we told them, no, you are supposed to file your returns, and once you have filed your returns, we are going to forgive you all your penalties and the interest. It was like we had put it that you reset and start afresh with the KRA. It is like you are giving a new baby. So we are giving you a new baby, a fresh one with no issues. You start afresh with it. So a good number of people, they have showed up, they have filed their returns. Those people, a good number of people who had got the principal tax, most of them, those who were not able to pay one-off, because we had an option, either you pay one-off or you come up with a payment plan. So many people applied for a payment plan. They have been able to make their payments and they have been able to enjoy the tax amnesty. Yes. So
they have responded well.
Yes.
Were there fiscal targets that were set for the KRA within the aspect, within the context of this amnesty, and have you met the target?
Let me say that we have met like 50% of it. We have achieved it from the last statistics that we had achieved around 50%. So the remaining amount, I can say like now, and I don't know whether it is the attendance of us Kenyans. We tend to rush on the last minute. So as at now, as we are speaking, those people who are coming up, there are so many of them. Yes. So
the system is really working.
We are our guys in the ICT, they are really on it.
Yes.
So as at now, if you try to apply for the amnesty, we don't have those system issues. Yes.
So this amnesty applies to all tax obligations?
It applies to all the tax obligations. Yes.
Now, let me give you a scenario.
Yes.
There is a person who took a pin,
Yes.
but has not at any one time filed for not a single time filed for tax returns, is he eligible for that amnesty?
Now, all taxpayers, let me use the word, the taxpayers, because now if you are registered to KRA, you are automatically a taxpayer. So all the taxpayers, all those people who have registered with the KRA and they have got a PIN, and they have got penalties for up to December 2022, they all qualify for the tax amnesty. Any person, provided that you have got a PIN and you have filed your returns up to December 2022 and you have got penalties and interest, provided you have cleared your principal tax, if you happen to have any, then you qualify to get that amnesty. Yes.
Now, what must be included in that application?
In the application. Now, for those people who are supposed to apply, we have got two categories of people. We have got those people who have got the principal tax, and we have got those people who don't have any principal tax. They have got only the penalties and the interest. And you will find, like, for those people who file the NI returns, normally they don't have an interest. Interest is charged on the principal. So for those people who have got only penalties and interest, they don't need even to apply. It is an automatic thing.
Yes.
For those people who have got the principal tax, what you are supposed to do, you are only supposed to log into your profile. Then we have got the tabs up there. We have got the one for data and enforcement. You click on it, then it will show you the guidelines for applying for amnesty. You don't need any document. You don't need any evidence to apply for that amnesty. You are supposed to click on it and select how many installments you want to pay. But as at now, if you apply it now, you only get one installment because you are left with very few days.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, let's go back a little bit.
Yeah.
The waiver applies to penalties and interests on principal tax to periods of up to 31st December 2022.
Yes.
Now, January 1st, 2023.
Yes.
What happens?
That one is payable.
It is
now
not
it happens.
included.
The waiver was scrapped off in June 2020, as in up to June last year. People were allowed to apply for a waiver. If you had applied for a waiver for, let's say, the penalties for January, February, March, April, up to around June, if you had attached the correct documents, you had given all the reasons, then your waiver will be processed. But if you did not apply, that one you don't get the waiver, and again you don't get the amnesty. So for any penalties and interest from January 2023 up to now, those ones they don't qualify for amnesty. Yes.
What if one applies for amnesty,
Yes.
but fails to stick to the terms
Yes.
and conditions they are in? What happens?
If you don't stick to the terms and the condition, then it means that you miss that amnesty. Yes.
Is there a way to enforce that?
Now, that one, let's say you applied for a payment plan. You had a liability of 1 million. You are supposed to pay the million, maybe in a duration of 6 months. Assume you applied in January. So at the end of 30th June, if you have not paid this amount, then now enforcement measures will be instituted against you. So it means that now we will go to the enforcement process, the normal process. We will send you a demand letter. We'll send you a 14 demand letter. After that, if you don't respond, we will send you a 7-day demand letter. After that, if you don't respond, we will send you an immediate demand letter. If you don't do that, then now we'll go ahead to enforce you. Some people, normally, I say people have got maybe wrong information. People assume that if you have got liabilities with, or you have got issues with KRA, they will just enforce you. No, we don't do that. We will send you letters first. We will send you the 14. We give you timelines. If you respond to them, then you will be in good books with us. So if you will not have honored the amnesty application, what will happen is that enforcement measures will be instituted against you.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think there is enough information out there about this tax amnesty?
with the information, let me say, when we started this, that information was not, it was not clear to even the taxpayers out here. But as at now, what we have done, I guess by now a good number of people have got the information. Because we have done, like today I'm here. Yesterday my colleague was in KTN. We have gone on to the radio stations. We have got a mobile tax clinic. We have got a bus that moves from one point to the other. You'll find it in the rural areas, you'll find it in the markets. So we have tried to reach all the people so that they can show up and they enjoy the amnesty thing. Yes.
Once this amnesty runs out,
yes,
is there going to be an extension? Because unajua Kenya sometimes we are last minute people. Is there going to be an extension of the amnesty?
You see, this thing was introduced in the Finance Act Bill 2023. So if again they will introduce it in the Finance Act 2024, maybe it will be there. But up to now, we can't tell that whether it will be there or it will not. And again, we have not heard the rumors in the Finance Act whether they have introduced anything of the same kind. So if they haven't, let's say that as at now, we really don't think it will be there. Maybe they will have a different thing, which we don't know. Because this one, it comes from our leaders. Let me say it comes from the government.
Yes.
Yes.
So what about a person who does not agree with debts, tax debts, that running up to the period of 31st December 2022?
Now we have got people, maybe those who don't agree, we have got two major scenarios. There are those people who filed their returns, especially in the year 2014, 2015, and 2016. They made the payments, but the payments were not captured in the system. So if you belong to that category, you're supposed to get your documents, take all your documents to your tax station office, we call it a TSO, or your station. You take them there. We have got account managers. You as a person, if today you went to your tax station, you will find your account manager there. So you give the documents to your account manager, they will forward them to, we have a department that deals with the reconciliation. So as at now, all the people in KRA, the ones that to make sure that all the complaints that they receive as at now of the people who made the payments and they're not reflecting in the system, to make sure that they finish those things before 30th June so that the taxpayers can be able to enjoy the tax amnesty. We have got people who have got additional assessments. What we mean by additional assessment is those people who filed their returns, but we as KRA, we realized that the information you gave was not the correct information. So we will, let's say you were supposed to file your returns, you had a profit of like, let's say 1 million, but what you declared in the system was 300,000. So we will add the 700,000 on your assessment. So if you disagree with this, we have got an objection. You launch an objection, and once you launch an objection, it will come to us, the officers in KRA. So all the people dealing with those objections, they have been told to make sure that they clear the tasks before 30th June, so that if there's an amount a taxpayer is supposed to pay, they'll make the payment, and so that they can be able to enjoy the amnesty.
Yes. Yes. We are talking about amnesty, tax amnesty, but we have not touched on the process of applying for this tax amnesty. Oh,
yeah. Like I said earlier, the only people who will be allowed to apply for the tax amnesty, there are those people who have got the principal tax. If you don't have the principal tax, you don't have to apply. It is an automatic thing. So if you have the principal tax, you will log into your profile. Once you log in to your profile, there at the top, you will see there's a tab for debt and enforcement. If you click on it, it will give you an option for amnesty application. So you click on the amnesty application, then from there you will select all the liabilities that you agree with. Once you pick them, then the system there's a tab that will show you how many installments you want to apply for. So if you want, like now, if you apply now, it will only give you one installment. So you click on the one installment, but you have got from today up to 30th June to make that payment. Once you make the payment and you clear and the principal is 0, then you will automatically get the amnesty. And once you get the amnesty, we normally send you an amnesty certificate to your email.
So is it the same as tax compliance certificate?
No, those are two different things.
So what's the difference?
The tax compliance, if you read the tax compliance, it says that, let's say this taxpayer, Cyrus Arori, has applied for, has filed all the returns and made all the payments that he's supposed to make. So the tax compliance, it shows that you are compliant. You have filed all the returns, you have made all the payments. Or if you might find that you have filed the returns and you have got a payment plan. So you will find that you have got some liabilities to pay. So it means that it will show you that if you have got a payment plan, that means that it is compliance. Tax amnesty, it shows that you have been forgiven the penalties and the interest. It means that in a simple language, they have been removed from your system, the penalties and the interest. Yes.
So everybody has to file returns?
Yes.
And those who are having problems with paying returns have to apply for this amnesty?
Yes.
It's interesting given the perception that people have towards paying tax. Is that changing with time?
That one, I can assure you, it is changing with the time, and I like the way it is changing.
Why?
You see, some of us, maybe when we were growing, you could hear of KRA, the first thing you could do if you are operating a business, the first thing you do is to close the business. Nowadays, I can see, we go to the feed and the people don't, they will wait for us, listen to what we are telling them, and the response, it is quite good, it is encouraging. Yeah.
So I hope Kenyans take advantage of this chance that the Kenya Revenue Authority has given them.
Hopefully.
And at least pay obligations, tax obligations, because that is the way we become self-reliant as a country.
Yes.
And what is your closing remarks?
What I will urge our viewers and the Kenyans out there, for those of us who have not filed the returns, please make a point of filing your returns. If you are unable to file your returns, we have got so many care offices. We have got our officers in Huduma Center. Visit the Huduma Center, visit the care office. Even if you don't remember your PIN number, give them your ID number. They retrieve the PIN number for you. They will be able to apply they'll be able to file the returns for you, and they will be able to apply the amnesty for you if you need that amnesty. As in, if you have got the penalties and the interest for up to 31st December 2022. Be our ambassadors, tulipe ushuru, tujitegemee.
Yes.
Yes.
That is Mr. Cyrus Arori talking to us about tax amnesty, which was introduced last year, starting from the 1st of September and is running up to the 30th of June this year. So you should take advantage of that and do your due duty as a citizen and pay tax. This is where we cap matters this conversation. My name is Migwi. Don't go too far. Good Morning Kenya continues shortly.